everyone. Welcome to the COVID-19 dataset analysis tutorials video. This is the third video of the series. In the previous two videos, we have already seen that how can we import the dataset, how can we clean it, remove the unnecessary data and the null values. Then we have seen that how can we create simple visualizations like these three that will be included in our reports. Now, what we will be seeing today or in this particular video will be the visualizations that are a one step ahead. That means the visualizations which are not as simple as this, but the visualizations that would be present in our report, but they are created with a story behind them. So let's see how do we create that kind of visualizations. So from here, this plus icon, I can create a new page. Now what is the purpose of creating this new page? The purpose is really very simple. That is, we want the different types of visualizations to be created in different places, like the simple visualizations in page 1, the complex visualizations or one step ahead visualizations in another page, just so that we are able to understand them in a better way. So the first thing that we are going to do is create an area chart like this. Let's get it into the focus mode so that we are able to analyze it properly. Now the area chart that we are going to create is going to be the continent and the total cases by the continent. Okay, so this is something that we are getting over here, that is the total cases by continent. If we just go to this data labels option and turn it on, so we say that Asia is the continent that is giving us the most number of cases, that is around 59 million cases. Europe is giving us 50 million. North America is on the third number with 41 million cases, right? And South America is on fourth number with 35 million, and so on, with Africa with 6 million cases, and so on. So this is one of the area chart we got over here. If we just go back to this original dimensions, here on the page 1 we created a similar kind of an area chart in which we got the total cases by country. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this chart. How do you copy any visualization? Just click on this, make sure this kind of a frame is visible, press Ctrl C from your keyboard, go to the other page or wherever you want to paste this particular chart. Let me just decrease its size a little bit so as to accommodate both the charts, and just press Ctrl V to paste it. Now it would be pasted in the same position, but of course you can just drag it into wherever you want. Now if we just compare these two charts, what do we get? The country that is giving us the most number of total cases is United States, giving us 34 million cases. And we know from our knowledge of geography that United States is present in the North American continent. So what happens is, although Asia is the continent that is giving us the most number of cases, but in the case of the country, the scenario is totally different. Out of the all of the cases in North America, that is 41 million, 34 million are only contributed by United States. Similarly, for India, 31 million is the total number of cases reported by the country. However, Asia reports 59 million cases. That means a huge amount of the cases are contributed by India itself. That is, more than 50% of the cases of Asia come from India. So this is the kind of insights that we get from the data, right? So what we will do is we will try to look for factors which allow these all things to happen. Like we are getting that, okay, in Asia most of the cases come from India. In North America, most of the cases come from United States. Similarly, we have South America, where 35 million is the total number of cases, and a large chunk of it is, that is 19 million cases, are from Brazil itself. So what we will do is we will do a country analysis of each continent and try to find out the factors which may be responsible for this particular scenario, right? So what do we do in this case? Let me just get rid of these two charts because we don't need them anymore. You can just click on the chart and press the delete key. They would be removed. This I am keeping right now, but that chart, country chart, I have removed. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a line chart, but we won't be using a line chart. We are going to create something different out of this line chart. Okay. So what we would be discovering, let's just see. we have this factor called as median age that is present in our data set. The reason we keep this factor is because we have heard different reports that the coronavirus or this COVID infection is more prevalent in the older age people or in the middle age people, right? And the third wave is speculated to hit the children hard. So that is why we have taken this age as a factor and try to analyze that whether age has any factor, or if age has any influence over the number of cases. So what we will do is we will get the analysis of the continent. So let's just get the continent into the axis and this median age into the values field. But we are not only concerned about the age of the continent, median ages of the particular continent, but we are interested in the country wise age. So let's just get this country part into the legends. As soon as we do that, we will get something like this. Let me just go to here and turn off this legend because it's was getting a little bit messy, and let's just get into the focus mode. So this is the focus mode. Here we are getting the different countries. Like in Asia, we had India on number 1. So if you want, you can just search for that particular country and you will get the information. Or what you can do is you can go to the filters option and apply a basic filtering on the country like India. Let's just search for India. So yeah, that's applied, and you would be able to see its median age, that is 28.2. So that is the age of the people that are most infected by this COVID disease in India. Similarly, let's just search for the top 10 countries. Okay, let's just search for United States of America. So we have United Kingdom. Let's get United States of America. Let's get Brazil into the mix as well, and let's just go back to the report and search for what countries we had in the top 10. Okay, so we had France, Russia, Turkey. We can apply all these countries and try to analyze them. Okay, so France, Russia, and Turkey. Okay, we can also get Argentina, Colombia, and Italy. So let's just rope them in as well. So it's going to be Argentina, Colombia, I don't think we have Colombia in here. We can get Italy as well. Yeah. So these are the countries that are giving us the top 10 cases, and we are analyzing their median age. Like North America, in North America we have United States, whose median age is around 30 in the late 40s. In the late 30s. That means 38.3. That is the most number of people affected. In Asia, we have seen a similar trend, that is in the late 20s and the early 30s, where the people are most infected. In South America also you can see a similar trend is there, that is in the early 30s. However, in Europe the trend is slightly different. Mostly it is in late 30s and early 40s, but in Italy we have got a different trend, that is in the late 50s the people are being infected. That is 47.9 is the median age. So this is the trend. That means that again tells us a different story, that whatever the climate of the region is, it also plays a vital role in the age of the people that are infected. Like in Asia there is a particular age, in South America there is a particular age, in Europe that's a particular age, and so on. So this was the basic filtering that we applied, and that was a hugely complex thing. If you want, you can just apply the top 10 countries over here as the filtering by the total cases. And if you apply the filter, or let's just say to top 20 countries and apply the filter, so you can see it's far more easy, and it is giving us the far better results, far quicker results for analysis, right? So this is the second visualization, or basically the second type of the visualization that we have created that have a story behind it, which is going to be used in our report ultimately. So now what we will see is another kind of a visualization just like this, which we would be using in our reports. So now what we are going to do is we are going to take a look at a special type of a visualization, that is a card visualization. Okay, so let me just get in this card. Now what is this card? It can be used to represent the data, right? It's really simple to work with it. It has got just one way through which we can show the data, and that is this fields option. So suppose you want to show the total number of cases, you can just drag it and it will show the total number of cases all over the world. Now this card is connected with these two visualizations, right? Like if I just select this Asia over here in this particular visualization, if I select Asia, so what will happen is Asia would be highlighted over here, only the Asian countries would be shown here, and the total cases of Asia, that is 59 million, is shown here. So that is how the cards are connected, and they are very important in a report because they are used to show the information or communicate the important information very easily. Like right now it is showing the total cases. As you can see, this small heading is there, or the small information is there, total cases. Similarly, if we just create another card, let's just create another card, and this time instead of the total cases, I'm going to get this total deaths option. So if I get, this is now showing the total deaths of Asian continent, but if I just select somewhere else or unselect this Asian continent, then it will show the total deaths all over the world. Similarly, the important information that is like essential, like the number of new cases, the total cases and the total deaths, they can easily be communicated with the help of the cards like this. So what we are going to do is we are going to get 3 cards, these two, and the third one is going to be the what we can do is we are going to get the third card, that is going to be of the new cases because we haven't got it yet. So this is the new cases that were reported in the world on the latest date that you had on your data set, 529,000 cases. Okay, if you just select any continent, like let's just select Europe, so what will happen is the total cases or the total new cases that were reported in that particular continent would be shown to you. Okay, we can just select somewhere else to get rid of that selection, and the total cases would be shown again. Now this all visualizations or all these things that we have created, they are all part of the same data set that we got, right? We removed some columns, we removed some unnecessary data, right? Now what we are going to do is try to combine the similar data set but with a different scenario with these visualizations to create a common report. So what is that? We will see in the next video. Thanks for watching.